Edwards and them, they was cheap.
Yo. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, know-it-all listeners, thanks for joining us on another Wednesday night of the prelude to the Pump Your Brakes podcast. This is Smash to Gas with the homie Kerb in the building where we talk all Pittsburgh Steelers. We got Mr. Aretha Franklin in the building who wants some RSPECT on somebody's name. I don't know who. Sure, he'll tell us in a minute because he can't help but bump his gums and say what he got to say. But big ups to the homie little fella Big-G. Kerb, what's happening with you, man?
What up, man? How you doing? I'm just trying to stay cool. Staying out this heat.
That's probably hard for a fella like you. When you got cool in your DNA, man, it's easy to stay cool. Never let them see you sweat, Kerb.
Oh no. I just stay in this house. I stay in the AC.
That's what it's about. Heard you say it wasn't that bad up in the land today here out in the DMV, man. It wasn't that bad either. But past couple days, it's been like between 95 and 98 temperature. I mean, not to even mention the feels like. Mm-hmm. But Big-G, what's going on over there with you over there in Midwest, Western Ohio, man? You over there talking about you might get picked up like Annie M's house on Wizard of Oz. You might get the house picked up in a tornado. What you talking about? What's up, Big-G?
Gotta respect the weather, dog. It's not to be played with. You gotta respect it. Man, it is. Listen, this is the new Tornado Alley where I live at in Ohio. It's not to be played with, bro. And it's hot as hell. Kerb up there up in the corner, he damn near in Pennsylvania. I'm down here in the middle baking. So listen, you respect that water. All y'all that's in the Midwest or whatever, you better drink some damn water. And for all you yinzies that's over there in Pennsylvania, you definitely need to drink some damn water and cool off. But let's talk about the Steelers tonight, dog. Let's talk about Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
We're going to get into the Steeler talk of it all, man. But first, I want to know, man, why it seems like every week, man, on every show, everywhere you go, you got something against the Yinzers, Big-G.
I don't give a damn about the Yinzies, man. The Yinzies, man, make me sick sometimes, bro. Because they 1 foot in and 1 foot out. They 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and that's disheartening sometimes, man. Either you in or you out. Now, you can be critical about your team being in, but most of them is just diabolical. We're going to get rid of this dude. We'll start over. Let's tank and lose all our games all year. Let's go 1-17. Boy, I can't stand all of that, bro. So the Yinzies that's jumping in the chat, I got something for you. Don't start none, won't be none. Because it's always, all the time, some Yinzies that's diabolical that wants the Pittsburgh Steelers to be trash. I don't care what you say. We will never be trash. Ever, 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 ever be trash. So get used to it. Stop having one in and one out. Get used to just saying, okay, we're building to do something great versus, let's get rid of just everybody. What kind of mess is that? Just get rid of everybody? Stop it. Stop it. That's diabolical, bro. That's diabolical.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the issue with the Yinzers. I can respect it. Kerby Big-G, why don't y'all go ahead and shout out some of the folks we got with us rocking in the live chat, man.
Let's see who we see here. G, you mute.
Oh, you get a big fine, Kerb?
Big fine.
I get a big one. Yeah, a big one. I seen it already. Kenneth Miller. Yep. Kenneth Miller, Rob Lightfoot. That's one of them diabolical sometimes, bro.
Who is Rob?
Yeah, Rob be diabolical sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes I have to walk him off the ledge, but sometimes, man, it's just ridiculous. Andre Green, Juice Bellamy, Jay Stacks, Jay Steed, Jar Devil. Robert, sometimes you diabolical too, so I'm calling you out early. Mark Cunningham, John Caldwell, Reginald Rivers. You know the crew, man. It ain't going to be FJ3000. It ain't going to be long before Claude going to be in here talking crazy, and we're going to have to salute the chat General Afton and, you know, the people like that. So, but what's happening, y'all? We appreciate y'all jumping in, man.
Definitely appreciate everybody that's rocking with us. Let me Big G explain something. You can elaborate if you want. I'll explain. Mm-hmm. If you've been watching Steel Curtain Network this week on YouTube, mm-hmm. You've been hearing everybody talk about a new platform and trying to get used to the new podcast streaming service and stuff. You know, so we didn't want to have to do that. So mm-hmm. you get the same show. Pump your brakes. You can go to SCN and watch it, Steel Curtain Network, or you can come right here to KnoItAllz channel. So we dual streaming, so we can keep the same platform, which we have for we both had the same. Mm-hmm. Fans First is Steel Curtain Network switch. So we switched to using our own platform streaming service, and we just dual stream with SCN. So mm-hmm. You can pick up the Steel Curtain Network, the shows me and G do on the KnoItAllz channel also. So that's Pump Your Brakes on Wednesday. This one was always on the KnoItAllz channel. Smash the Gas, and the Homies on Friday night. And Big G, let the folks know, man, you're going to be gone for a few weeks anyway on the Homies.
Yeah, man. I had some schedule changes, some stuff going on that's out of my control. And so, you know, I got to take a hiatus from the Homies and Homies over time. But I'll be back. It's just, you know, I just got to work through some stuff and do what I need to do. And in the meantime, I might mess around and jump on because, you know, Level Up College Football is in full effect after July 4th. You know, 4th of July, the break is over. We back grinding. But I'm thinking about, man, maybe doing something more on the KnoItAllz channel about some Steelers on Monday. Because, you know, they sometimes, man, to be over there with them diabolical haters like the Baltimore Ravens and the damn Cincinnati Bengals, man, I need a safe place all the time, man. Because, boy, I'll be wanting to just tell them. And Tate, I'm about to get you too. Because you had the nerve enough to tell me that Joe Burrow is better than Josh Allen. Man, I did the deep dive and looked it up. It ain't even freaking close. Stop that. It ain't even freaking close. Hell no. Josh Allen is this all, bruh. I told you if it wasn't for Patty Mahomes, boy, Josh Allen would win multiple chips. Multiple. Joe Burrow had one hot season, bruh. Don't let them Bengals twist your head, bruh. Don't let them do it.
The Bengals had a 9-8 season last year, Big G, and Joe Burrow had 41 tubs. What are we talking about? Winning is what matters, bro. Chips. Cookies. Chips Ahoy cookies. These right here, bro. Josh Allen has none. He has none.
He got an MVP.
Okay, so he ain't even been to the big dance. He ain't been to the big game not one time.
Joe Burrow went one time out of luck because my homeboy ran out of gas.
Joe Burrow went to back-to-back AFC championships.
Josh, you act like Josh Allen ain't been in no back-to-back AFC championship games.
He hasn't. I think he's only played in one.
Tate.
Yeah.
Listen, Josh Allen is better than Joe Burrow. And I'm not calling Joe Burrow a scrub, bro. I'm not doing that to him. But Josh Allen is better than him, bro. He's better than him. What did I tell you a while ago when I told you Shea was better than Luka? I told you. I'm telling you.
Shea had a bigger year this year. He did everything. You checked every box. You know, Luka still played 6 years, been a 5-time first team All-NBA.
Josh Allen about to start checking some boxes, bro.
Shea won. Shea won against an inferior team. Luka lost in the finals against probably the best team to win out the last 7 years, because it's been 7 different champions, I say the Boston Celtics the best championship team of the last 7.
Well, they broke up now because Zingy, Pingy, and Holiday, get them out of here. So they ain't the Boston Celtics no more.
Yeah. Kerb, what's up, man? You got something you want to say?
I think I don't agree with you there, G. I think if I had the choice, I'm taking Joe. I'm taking Joe Cool.
Thanks, Kerb. I ain't know what
and
you had
your
to
ass
say,
is
man.
gonna lose. Your ass is gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
Nah,
hey,
man.
if the Bengals ever figure it out and get some defense, it's gonna be some problems.
And that's what I'm talking about, Kerb. He trying to use team wins as solely a quarterback stat. You know what I mean? When I look at how he had to carry that team last year, I bet the Bengals probably averaged just as many points as Buffalo did last year. Josh Allen had a defense, like he said.
Listen, man, when we had the killer bees, man, we was talking about winning a chip every year. And our defense was big trash. When we had the bees, we was still talking about we gonna go get a chip every year,
but
bro.
You know what? Even though with the bees, we never had them in the playoffs. It was always somebody got hurt.
Yeah, but the defense was boo-boo during that period.
Yeah, it was, but
we still was talking about Chips Ahoy cookies. We was talking about we about to get a cookie. We about to go get one. And something would happen, and we like, man, damn. But see, that's what I mean by Burrow. He don't command that, man. Burrow don't command like, man, they gonna win the chip, but they ain't gonna win no chip. Josh Allen them gonna win the chip though. Josh Allen them gonna win the chip. I'm telling you, they not to be played with. They not to be played with.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, Andre, listen, let me tell you something, man. I'm like the Credible Hulk, dog. I don't have to lather up to do what I need to do. I stays ready, dog. All day, every day, and twice on Sunday. This is how I am. Tate done known me 40 years. Same dude. Been talking big trash forever. Big cash money forever.
Man, so, don't care if you right or wrong. You just gonna talk.
Don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. If you prove me wrong, oh well, it is what it is. But a lot of times, you better listen to Stradamus. You better listen to him because a lot of times, I eventually gonna walk Tate off the ledge. Trust me, man. He gonna come up to the light side. He spent too much time with them Bengals. You need Tate. You letting it affect you, man. You spending too much time. You can't spend no more time with them, man. You got to come over here where the safe space, where it's cool. Stop spending time with the enemy. Get him out of here.
I get it.
But I will say this though: the Bengals could end up wasting Burrow's career.
Facts.
But it ain't his fault.
But it is his fault.
Nah, I mean he doing his part, but they could waste his career.
Bro, let me tell you. See, I'm glad you said that, Kerby. Because I had to check Mod about this too. Tate heard the beginning of the conversation. Did the 49ers waste Joe Montana's career? And keep in mind, Jerry Rice didn't show up to 86. Hell no, they didn't. He had 2 Chips Ahoy cookies. Yeah, and his best wide receiver was Dwight Clark. Come on now.
He got one Super Bowl with Dwight Clark.
Yeah.
82 and 85, Joe Montana got the chip. 82 and 85.
82
and 85
against the Bengals. Dwight Clark.
Joe
the next Super Bowl, he had Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice was their 3rd or 4th leading receiver. He had 49 catches for 703 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jerry Rice was not in 85 and 86. Go back and look at his first season. Tate, you messing with the dude that's already did the research. Joe Montana was out there killing them boys with no dogs. And people be trying to put Joe Burrow and Joe Montana. No, hell no. Stop that. And Joe and he got all world dudes. He got T. Higgins and damn Chase. He got all worlds.
But gee, he ain't got no defense. That's what's killing him.
Joe Montana didn't have no damn defense in 82.
Oh no, gee.
He did have a defense.
Ronnie Lott and who?
He had Ronnie Lott, Freddie Dean, Keena Turner.
No. Freddie D came in '85. They traded for him from the Raiders. Yes, they did. They traded from him from Los Angeles. Look it up. They traded for him in '85. I know what I'm talking about, dog.
San Diego.
Yeah, they traded for him. He started his career out there in on the West Coast. No. John Taylor.
They got Fred Dean in '81. First season.
No, he played out of California first for the Chargers.
He did from 75 to 81.
Damn, Fred Dean old as hell. Damn, Fred Dean old as hell.
Yeah, G. I don't know. I think San Francisco
They did, man.
Yeah.
No, man.
They did.
Joe Montana had John Taylor later on up the road, bro. John Taylor came after Rice and all them.
He did,
man.
But in when they got this,
didn't John Taylor catch the winning touchdown
when they whooped the Bengals ass the second time? But Joe Montana, they was going to send him packing. They sent him packing to Kansas City. 82 and 80. Yes, they did right after that Super Bowl.
Not right after that Super Bowl, did they?
Bro, they won it 2 years later, and Young won the chip. He finally got the monkey off his back.
No, G, you missing some years, man.
No, dog. No, 89, 90. The 49ers had to won it. No, they didn't. That was the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys won it back to back.
Young was on the
and then Young won it. That's correct.
Yeah,
that is correct.
But
Montana got a chip in 82 and 85 with bums. In 82 and 85, Montana got a chip, bro. A chip. Wasn't no Jerry Rice like we know. So he had 700-something yards.
Yeah, he had Keena Turner, Fred Dean, Ronnie Lott, Dwight Hicks. Remember Dwight Hicks? Merton Hanks.
Oh, Longnet Merkin Hanks been there that long? And from 82?
That's what this say.
Oh, hell no.
I don't remember Merton Hanks in 82 though.
No, hell no. Longnet Merkin Hanks, the neck this long as his head? No, hell no. No. That's some garbage. Get them stats out of here. No way, bro. Yeah, Merton Hanks from the 90s. That's facts, Mr. Woodside. Yeah, that's facts.
So in 81, Joe Montana beat
the Cowboys, and then he won the chip.
He beat the Bengals.
Yeah. But he whooped the Cowboys.
He beat the Cowboys. He didn't whoop them. Dwight Clark had the catch in the end zone. That wasn't a whooping.
Bro, he wasn't supposed to have been in that game, bro. Remember, the Cowboys had the doomsday defense. They was, we about to win another chip. And Joe Montana whooped that ass.
27-21, Big G. It was a good game. You had they went out there and put belt the ass on them. In 84, they won. They beat Dan Marino in his only Super Bowl.
Yeah, no Rice.
In 84, I don't think they did have Rice.
No Rice. No Rice. So, Rice came in 85.
So you telling me Jerry Rice only got 2 Super Bowls?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Jerry Rice rookie year, he had 49 catches for 700-something yards and 3 touchdowns. He was like their 3rd or 4th receiver in 85, bro. When he came out the gate, he wasn't that dude.
How many yards?
700-something.
No,
not even 800.
957. 49 catches, 957.
49. I had the 7 and the 9 backwards. So I said 7 or something. He had 9 or something. But he still wasn't their main dog. Nope.
So
he had 3 touchdowns.
Jerry Rice got 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So he must have been there.
On the 84-85 team? I don't know. 85, they beat Miami.
He had to be. He got 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but we all off subject, man. I done took us all off the road.
The road, man.
I'm sorry, man. But listen, Tate, just stop defending them Bengals, man. Just come on home, bro. Shout
out to the homie Reg, not 901 Reg. What's happening, Reg in the building, man?
Hey, man, that's a hard statement right there, because
Big G.
Brady. All right, that's all I'm goat cheese.
Yeah, Brady is, but man, you really got to consider Montana second and Pat Mahomes probably third right now. We talking accolades. Terry Bradshaw and Troy Aikman didn't really do enough.
No.
They won, But that's when you make you know the winning stats. I mean, make team wins a quarterback stat, and it should be part of it, but it ain't all of it. Because Joe Burrow,
that's why being better than Manning, being better than him,
being Peyton or Eli,
Peyton.
Oh,
he better than him. He better than him. He Peyton Manning. Peyton. If Ben kept running into Tom freaking Brady, he kept running just like Josh Allen keep running into my homeboy.
When Peyton Manning was winning Super Bowl, who was he running into?
Peyton Manning won one in Indianapolis. They told him to get the hell out.
But Brady was still playing when he got in Denver.
He won one in Denver, and he won one in Nap. When he won the one in Denver, it was over. It was already over. They wheelchaired him out there to the field, dog. They wheelchaired him out there.
And he got 2 Super Bowls, and Ben got 2 Super Bowls.
Bro. Ben's issue was he kept running into Tom Brady, bro.
But you act like Peyton Manning played in the Tom Brady era too, is what I'm getting at.
Peyton Manning wouldn't get to AFC Championship games like that.
And they was playing twice a year, wasn't they?
They wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't.
Oh,
no,
they weren't. They wouldn't get
to the AFC Championship games like that. But Ben and them was, and they was getting popped. Brady and them would walk their ass down.
All right, everybody. If you listen on YouTube, we're not going anywhere. About to take a quick break and come back and get into our quick Steeler talk. Since Big G took the train totally off the tracks. Welcome to Smash the Gas, all 49ers talk, because that's what he turned it into.
Nope.
And if you listen to audio podcasts, bear with us after hear a few words from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the Know It All channel, please do so right now. And like I said, we'll be right back after this. And we're back on the Smash the Gas podcast. Your boy Tate here in the building with the homies Kerby Big-G. We got about 15 more minutes. Let's just jump right into the Steeler talk of it all, right? Mm-hmm. It's the dead season right now. That gap between mini camps being over and training camp beginning. It's a lot of talk about, free agent signing, not free agent signings, but retaining your player signs. Like the Steelers need to sign TJ Watt. Big G, what's the latest you hear on that? You and Kerb? I heard today that there's some outlet reporting and talking about the Steelers should trade TJ Watt for Terry McLaurin, since neither one have deals done. But so what do you guys think about that, man?
Hell no. Stop that, man. We ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. But they're trying. Listen, man. TJ Watt wants his money. I mean, he took a discount the first time.
He didn't take no discount the first time. He got the highest paid edge in the league when he signed last time 4 or 5 years ago.
Bro, his agent was trying to get him super bread. I mean, he got him bread, but TJ wasn't having. He was like, "Man, y'all work this out. I'm going to practice. I ain't trying to do." But this time it's more about him.
He actually went in and got the deal done himself with Mr. Rooney, so his agent wasn't doing him no favors. Then he went to practice. But at the time, $28.5 million he is the highest paid on the market. The market has since gone up, and the Steelers messed around and let Myles Garrett reset the market because the Browns is dumb. We will talk about that on Friday on the homies, the NFL collusion. Yeah. How they trying to, Goodell and some of the owners trying to stop the guaranteed contracts for veterans and players and stuff. But again, to go back to the Browns, jacked everything up.
Yep.
Giving Deshaun Watson Deshaun Watson that $230, and that the quarterback market went crazy since then. And then now with Myles Garrett getting 40 and players like TJ Watt and Michael Parsons and guys that know they better than Myles Garrett statistically, they want their bread bag too. They could have gave Myles Garrett $37 million, $2 million over Max Crosby. but they went all the way out and gave the whole 40. Now, here we are. But the Steelers dragged their feet, didn't get a deal done. They could have got a deal done a lot earlier and set the market themselves and let people jump past TJ. Then there's no complaining. But, Kerb, what you think about the trade TJ Watt for Terry McLaurin?
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But I kind of, I agree with G though. TJ won his bread, and at this point, this is it. This is his last big contract, so he wants that bread. Now I know they can put in, put it in the contract language that he made this or whatever, but he want if Garrett got 40, he want 40 and a half. He wants to be making more money than Myles Garrett. Now, how they gonna do it or how they gonna, make that happen, I don't know. But he wants that bread, and I don't expect to see him nowhere near Latrobe anywhere until he gets it.
No, he'll be in Latrobe. He just ain't gonna be out there practicing.
I don't know. I would have thought that, but when he didn't come to minicamp, I don't think I think he's gonna take a stand. I don't think you're gonna see him in training camp. Even though that if he missed the whole training camp, it cost him about $1 million. I don't think he's coming.
He ain't doing that, bro.
I don't know.
Football gonna start calling him, bro. He gonna be there. He might be on the sideline with an exercise bike, but he ain't gonna.
I think they get the deal done right before training camp. Personally,
yeah, I agree.
So if you're gonna get it done, why drag your feet and let camp start then do it? Yeah. I mean, it ain't no sense. I mean, if you've been negotiating, you kind of locked in where you locked in at. Both parties have said this is what TJ, this is what I want. Steelers, just what we offer. Meet somewhere in the middle of that and get it done. Mm-hmm. Period. I mean, it's been dragging out for a month now. How long free agency started when? I mean, back in March.
Right after the draft.
But, the contract negotiations has been going on at least for a month now. Go ahead and get TJ Watt done. I mean, the best defensive player in football. You're not going to trade him. Even though Terry McLaurin would be a great addition, I'm not trading TJ Watt for Terry McLaurin because TJ Watt is the best edge in the league. Terry McLaurin might be about the 10th best wide receiver. Not enough value in that for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. No, Terry, hell no. The only wide receiver that I would trade TJ Watt head up for is Tyreek Hill.
Oh.
That's if Miami said we'll run it, Miami said run it, shit, I promise you. I promise you. If Miami said run it.
The only receiver I trade Watt for it had to be somebody like Jefferson.
That's not going to happen. But Miami might be trying to get off of him, bro.
I mean, but he.
Mr. Woodside, we get to flipping draft picks, and I get Tyreek, and you get TJ. Tate about to get the view, dog.
This from Mr. Woodside, Big G to you. Another one.
No.
Give me.
As a matter of fact,
Chase.
As a matter of fact, Claude. See, now you got to go here. You said Chase, Claude.
Crazy, man. You're right. I am crazy.
Come on, Claude. Cut it out.
No, man. They're not. Tyreek is the only dude that I think they're a top. Y'all got to remember in last year's players' rankings, Tyreek Hill was the #1 player in all the players' rankings. I mean, from not last year's season, but from the season before. Now, he had a bad year because he was injured, and they got a trash quarterback in Tua. But Tyreek Hill ain't to be played with, bro. Tyreek ain't. Boy, you put Tyreek and DK Metcalf. Woo! And listen, I'm not saying TJ's a dog now. I love TJ. I want him to finish his career as a Pittsburgh Steeler. But if he's unwilling to take the lower bread or whatever's holding up the deal, eventually you got to shop him. I mean, if he's not going to play and you can't work it out, you don't get stuck with a guy that doesn't want to be there. Eventually, and guess what? The longer you wait, the more the bread goes down or what the compensation is for the player. So if he don't want to be there, bro, hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he want that guaranteed cheese.
Yeah.
He wants to be there. He don't want to play for nobody else but the Steelers and Coach T. He's on record for saying that. It's just a matter of getting the deal done. They'll get it done before the season starts, definitely. But hopefully by the time training camp grade starts, like July 17th, 18th, somewhere in that time frame, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Let's transition real quick. A lot of talk about the Jalen Ramsey trade rumors. That's what some are saying now. So, well, what do you think, Kerr? Well, why you say it's not happening?
I just don't think it happened. For one thing, I think Ramsey, for some reason, and I got to look, but it seemed like the Rams are loading up. And I think, he want to go back out to the West Coast. And I think he probably really want to go back to the Rams. And it seemed like the Rams are loading up for one more run with Stafford. But I think he want to go back to the West Coast. So I'm guessing the Rams or the Chargers, but I don't see it happening. I don't see the Steelers doing it because at the end of the day, yeah, could they make his contract work? They can, but I just can't. It's still at the end of the day, it's still the Steelers, and to get I don't know what he's making, $16-20 million. Then you got you gave Slade $10 million. They ain't gonna tie all that money up like that. And to me, I would love to see him do it, but I just don't see the Steelers getting into that.
I think that's what holds the deal up is the Steelers would make the trade and probably give up a 4th or 5th round pick if the Dolphins picked up some of that $21 million that's owed to him. Because he's only $6.9 million against the cap, not even $7 million. But he still owed that cash $21 million. The Dolphins said we'll pay him 11, y'all paying 10 and give us a 4th or a 5th, we'll do it.
Yeah, man.
So,
I think it's both. I think it's the money and the draft capital. I think really, to be honest, I'm not saying Omar Khan messed this up, but Omar be trying to always fleece somebody, man. Omar is always on the fleece, and he probably tried to come in there and I'll give you a 4th or a 5th, and we such. No, bro. No,
that's
bro.
the fact, Jack.
He always on the fleece, bro. Always on the fleece. So he should have went ahead and just gave him up a 3rd. That probably would have got it done. And then they could have figured out the money and all whatever else. But when it came to draft capital, you ain't gonna fleece Miami out of Jalen Ramsey. And Omar dog, sometimes I love him, man, because he gets stuff done versus at sleep at the wheel, Kevin Colbert trash. But Omar, man, stop trying to fleece, bro. Stop it. Just if you got an opportunity to get a dude, go on and just a 3rd round. Listen, I'm gonna say this, Tate. I'm gonna leave it alone. People are talking about we can't give up the draft capital because we got to get a quarterback in 2026. Let me set you Yenzi straight right now. You are not going to get a quarterback in 2026 and move from 19 or 22 and 23 off of trading 2nd and 3rd round picks. You're going to have to give up your 1st that year and the 1st the next year to move up into the top 10 to get a quarterback. It ain't happening. Anybody that thinks that's going to happen is fantasy land. You are not going to move from 19 to 23 up into the top 10 to get a quarterback without giving up your 1st round draft pick the next year. You're going to give up 2 of them to go up there. So holding on to 12 don't really matter like that. You ain't going to be able to say, well, I'll give you my 2nd and 2/3, and hell no, they ain't going for that. Give me your 1st this year, next year. So holding on to the capital, it ain't like that. So extra 3rd, come on, bro. Trade it and get Ramsey. Stop playing. But it's over with now because they done lowball Miami, and now Miami is like, no, we'll talk to you later on unless y'all being serious. And that's Omar, man. I can't. I love Khan, man, but sometimes, man, he be on some other, man.
Part of it is Jalen Ramsey went out of Miami though.
Yeah, facts. That is facts, eh?
So that you got to consider that too. So Jalen Ramsey got some leverage in the situation too.
Yeah.
Last thing we need to talk about real quick, and this curve topic, because it sounded like from different media outlets and stuff like that Kerb's guy, the receiver he called from the very beginning to be wide receiver 2, could potentially be a Steeler.
Yep, sure enough.
And who was that, Kerb?
Amari Cooper.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So
which I think he'll fit. I mean, he's exactly what they need. I mean, you know, he ain't here to be the man. He's here to run precise routes and keep the chains moving, in which I think he can do that. He can do that.
He's shown he could do it. He's shown it year after year after year. And I don't think he's as much as cancer as what people talking about.
No, you know what? And I looked it up. Amari Cooper is one of them guys. He's about his bread. And when it becomes a issue with his contract, that's when he started being I ain't even say a problem, but that's when he started making some frictions. He did that in Dallas because Dallas.
Jerry was trying to fleece him. Jerry was trying to fleece him.
He was going to make $20 million. The Cowboys didn't want to pay him. And, you know, he had an issue. And then he had an issue with the Raiders. So then, even when he was here with the Browns, the first 2 years, you couldn't tell a dude was on the team. And then last year, they had a contract issue. That's when he held out of training camp and all that. So he's one of them guys. When his bread ain't right, he tripping. But other than that, it seems like he a quiet, you know, quiet dude. You know, he don't seem like he's really a troublemaker, but I don't know. But
if we sign him, all we need out of him is about 55, 60 catches, bro. He got to keep people honest off DK. He got to keep people honest off DK.
And you'll get that. And he's the type guy that, you know, he'll put a DB to sleep and he'll get behind somebody once in a while. But
I don't need him to do that. I don't need him to do that. Just come across the middle and catch the damn ball. Come on a comeback route and be where Aaron Rodgers know you're going to be, and he'll throw it and be right there. All I need him to do is to be a chain mover. I don't need him to go. I don't need him to do all that. Just do some comeback routes. Go across the middle. Run an inside slant. You know, stuff like that, man. That's what I need him to do.
But my only issue is it seemed like dude fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what's going on with him.
He being quiet. Maybe he's working out, being quiet because he's trying to get the bread.
Dang.
You know?
I know he hurt his wrist or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it seemed like he should be over that by now.
Yeah. Tate, you about to get the big fine.
He could have re-aggravated it. You never know what a joker do when he sit at home alone.
No Diddy, a sneaky one. That's a sneaky no Diddy.
What you talking about, Big G?
That's sneaky. That's sneaky.
Stuck that in there.
That's sneaky, bro. That's sneaky.
No Diddy.
You got to chill.
All right, man. I just tried to make it a little spicy around these parts, man.
Yeah,
but fellas, last question. Predictions right now for both of you. Who do the Steelers sign a free agent? Do they make a trade? And last question, who's Steelers wide receiver 2 when we get in the training camp?
I'll go first. When we go to training camp, Calvin Austin is third, gonna be the set wide receiver 2. When we go there, when we get there. Now, do they make a move from there? Probably. They should. But Calvin Austin third gonna be number 2. Do they make a trade? They need to talk to Tampa Bay. They need to talk to Indianapolis and get one of those receivers either out of Indianapolis or Tampa Bay. I've been calling for it forever. Right? And what was the third question, Tate?
Who's WR2 to start the season? Just get right down to it, man.
Calvin Austin too. Calvin Austin.
So they don't acquire a receiver that will move to wide receiver 2.
As of right now, no.
Not as of right now. When season starts against New York Jets in New York, who's wide receiver 2? That's the question.
Either do they pick up off the street or trade. But in the training camp, Calvin Austin third.
Who?
I don't know shit. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
That's why it's a prediction.
I don't know, man. Omar hard to follow, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the beginning of camp is gonna be Austin, but somewhere in camp they're gonna bring Amari Cooper in. So Amari Cooper will be the wide receiver 2 against the Jets.
All right, and I'll just go ahead and make it three different answers. I think they make a trade. I think they trade like a 5th rounder. I think I want and think Romeo Dobbs is the guy.
Green Bay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Green Bay.
Mhm.
And he gives the Steelers 2 and 3 receivers with Dobbs, which is a bigger body, no Diddy. Calvin Austin brings the speed to the game.
The big, super big fine.
Hmm.
The super big one. Out there with the mic not muted, phone ringing crazy. Where my fine sign at, Kerby? Well, he lucky I ain't at the controls. Boy, I'd have just kept playing fine, and we're out.
Hmm.
I'd have got him, Kerb. Sure would have.
Yeah, man. Okay. I don't know why my family be calling me. They know I got a podcast to do on Wednesday evenings. That was my sister.
Gotta check him.
Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. She don't even want nothing. I'm gonna let everybody hear the beginning. If I gotta press mute, she say something. Are you still sitting watching TV in your boxers? I'm going mute it.
Bro,
What you say?
None.
Yeah, Uncle Kevin, look at us. Yeah, look at us.
Oh, Superman pajamas. I like them. I even called you back in the middle of my podcast.
Oh,
But,
bro.
No.
Super friends.
yeah, Tate. I like your pajamas. Run again. But yeah, all right, y'all.
Superman.
Uncle Kevin got to finish his podcast. I'll call you back.
Thanks for
Peace.
us. You have to see Georgie. He's got it too.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, told you it was nothing. But with that being said, fellas, we about to get on out of here. But look, we about to go right to the breaks. We trading in an older model for a newer model, but still old models. Curb out, Shannon in, both OGs. So add one more OG to Curb because he got Shannon by the quadruple to the triple. So yeah, but we about to get on out of here and go on to pump your brakes. Remember, you can stay right here on the KnoItAllz channel and get that also. Or you can go over to Steel Curtain Network and watch it over there too. But hey, we everywhere right now. So we will see you in about 2 or 3 minutes. Until then, peace.
Peace.